Hello and welcome to the video today. Welcome to the Signal Box. Make yourself at home, grab yourself a cup of tea, sit down and enjoy this one, and thank you for being with me today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll crack on with today's video. So I thought we'd kick off with some steam suburban passenger trains, steam hauled. I think we'll do this morning as we get things underway today. So let's begin with this lovely Great Eastern B12 steam locomotive. It's a tender engine and she's in Great Eastern Stratford blue, and here she comes round now with a nice little rake of ex-Gresley maroon 1950s coaches that are ex-linear coaches, but they are in British Railways 1950s maroon. Something you would have seen out of London Liverpool Street in the 1950s, definitely. This particular model is obviously it's a Hornby, and it's made in China, this one, but it uses the old tooling as the Margate and Triang B12s that Hornby brought out. But one nice little thing that this updated B12 from Hornby, this is a discontinued model now, I believe, but even so, one of the nice little touches Hornby left in from the days of Triang was the chuff mechanism in the tender, and if you goes past now, you'll hear her. A very simple but very iconic sound, I think, that Hornby first introduced with the Flying Scotsman. And there was also, I think, Triang before that had it on quite a few models, but yeah, it's a very simple but quite fun effect. Okay, I think we'll get track two number 2 away, or train number 2. This is a nice little suburban train as well. Again, these are the teak LNER coaches being hauled this morning by a lovely little N2 in Great Northern Green. Look at this. Superb little tank engine, that. Look at that. It's actually an LNER apple green with Great Northern Railway on the side of the water tanks. This is actually in preservation in real life now, so this one they saved and have done up in these colours, the Great Northern Railway colours. But the N2 tank engines you would have seen on the suburban services in and out of specifically London in the King's Cross and Moorgate area, on the Widen lines, which used to be Thameslink between Farringdon and King's Cross and through there, but now it's all defunct now. But these tank engines would have worked on there. Great little train that is, isn't it? Let's come around this side of the railway to have a little different shot of that going round this morning. And what we'll do, we will get the N2 to come alongside that mainline service, and we'll just drop that in the platform like so. They can then change over, and we've got the B12 in the centre road ready to go, as long as we don't have nothing else. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, light engine. Line clear at the home signal, no problem, I'll accept that. Get this light engine out of the way, and we can get the B12 on the way. Here he comes. Right, that's got that out of the way, so we can now get on with running our service. So I decided to get everybody's favourite little cheeky blue engine out of the box today, just for our younger viewers and those not so young at heart who are watching this. Good old, I grew up with Thomas. Like most people in the UK or around the world, certainly in the UK, I grew up with the late Reverend W. Awdry's series, The Railway Engines, which I still got some of the original books in my library. But they were a great way of introducing kids to trains, to steam engines, and putting a face with an engine. And every engine had its own character, its own little quirks and its own little personality. That's what I liked about the Railway series when I was a kid. It made the engines like they were real people. And I think that's the appeal today to young kids out there, young children, that they see Thomas and instantly they're familiar with Thomas the Tank Engine. And what a great idea. But who would have known that obviously it took off in such a big way and going on to merchandise all over the world, TV series and movies and that sort of thing. And obviously you go to a heritage railway in the UK and I think overseas these days, and they slap a little cheeky face on the front of a real steam engine, instantly to kids it becomes Thomas. But this particular Thomas the Tank Engine loco with Annie and Clarabelle behind it was one of the last few manufactured sets that China were authorised to do through Hornby, as Hornby a couple of years ago stopped making their Thomas the Tank Engine range for 00 scale. I think now Bachmann are the only company left, and to be quite honest, I like the Bachmann Thomas because the eyes move left and right. I think they do anyway, yeah, they do. But this is mainly, I think, for the UK and European market. This set was released for the UK, obviously, but it's a good little thing still. I think it's quite good. It adds a bit of colourful character to my railway, and it grounds me in my modelling to realise that not everything in my layout or on my layout is dead serious. You can have a little bit of fun as well. Okay, sorry to disappoint people massively, but I had to give in to a little bit of diesel thrash. So coming round now is a Class 52 Western, picking up that mineral train from earlier. There she comes. What a beast. Look at that. Oh, my lords. Right, do you know something, guys? Right, when I was a kid, my granddad used to love westerns. He said, you can't beat a good western or two. Okay, everybody, well, that's the end of today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking. And I will see you next week in the next video when we'll have something else interesting running around the railway. In the meantime, farewell. Have a great rest of your weekend. And I will end up putting these westerns to bed, I think. So here we go.